the grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey folks, it's Grey Man video time again. No, it's not. It's Bloggy time. That's it. Bloggy time again. I am the Grey Man. Wishing you all a great amazing day. Grey Maniacs gather. I forget my own order of my silly catchphrases now. I'm back home after a nice weekend at my girlfriend's. First time I'd seen her in 5 months because of this coronavirus lockdown. And now I'm going to go through box 12. Box 12 we're on to now. I've done boxes 1 to 11. Box 12 is, makes sense to do box 12 next. I got my backdrop. It's kind of just sort of sitting there, leaning against the back of the sofa and the chest of drawers. Not chest of drawers, but bookcase, sorry. Anyway, so what's in box 12? It's my Luke Cage and Power Man run. Unfortunately, I have gaps. Here is the first one. An absolutely authentic... No, it's not. It's an absolutely authentic facsimile. Because, you know, why spend lots of money on the good one if you can just have a lovely facsimile? Much better to have a lovely facsimile than spend lots of money on an expensive comic. Alright, so the earliest one that I've got of the Luke Cage one is number 4. It's got some damage at the top there, like some ink or something, some ink spillage on the top there by the looks of it. Number 4. The trouble is these are pretty expensive now. They're expensive to pick up. The Phantom of 42nd Street. Right, I have number 5. Don't Mess with Black Mariah. Cost me a fair bit. It says £10 on there, but I get the feeling it was 15 quid this one. Oh, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Right, there's a big gap. The next one I've got is number 17. Oh dear, I've got a lot more buying to get this run filled. 17. 18. Here's where you take a death plunge 40 stories down here at a man, courtesy of the Steeplejack. Not if I can help it, and maybe I can. Havoc on the High Iron. And this one says, the first and still the greatest black superhero of all. Look out, here he comes, and bullets won't stop him. So he came before Black Panther then, did he? The first and still the greatest. I thought Black Panther came before Luke Cage. Obviously not, according to that cover. He's back, America's first and most startling black superhero. Deadlier than Diamondback. That's the costume killer called Cottonmouth. Is this the first appearance of Cottonmouth? And then number 20. Even with a bazooka, he couldn't do more than knock me out the window. But when I hit the concrete below, it'll be Luke Cage splattered all over. This is it. Hell in Harlem as Cottonmouth plays for keeps and the stakes are death. I believe a Cottonmouth is a type of snake, isn't it? A species of snake. Was there also a Cottonmouth in the Serpent Society? I think there might have been. Right, Luke Cage Power Man battles Power Man. Look, mister, I've got no quarrel with you, but if you don't cut out the rough stuff, I'm gonna... When this fight's over, only one of us is gonna be called Power Man, the other will be called Dead. The killer with my name. Yeah, because there was a super villain called Power Man before Luke Cage Power Man came along. And, yeah, he was obviously annoyed that, you know... I mean... Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have picked a fight, you know. Stealing his name, it was bound to cause aggro. It was bound to lead to fisticuffs. But, you know, Luke Cage ain't going to step down. It's kind of interesting because Luke Cage doesn't really even call himself Power Man anymore. I don't think he's called himself Power Man properly for ages. I think he just goes by Luke Cage, doesn't he? Well, that superhero nonsense he kind of like avoids. So I wonder if the original Power Man has now gone back to being called Power Man. Did he change his name from Power Man after losing his fight to against Luke Cage Power Man? I don't know. You don't really see much of this Power Man anymore. I wonder if he died. I don't know. Anyway, Luke Cage Power Man number 22. 2 super foes for the price of 1. The deadly return of Stiletto and the coming of the man called Discus. Discus is quite an interesting weapon of choice, I suppose. He might as well call himself Frisbee. Discus. Okay. They do have some fun villains, don't they? Right. A couple of these I got for only cost me £1. I was really happy to get back to these for the £1 from Place in Space in Croydon, a while back. Number 23. Welcome to Security City, the planned community where you'd better belong or else. Doesn't look good. This planned community looks a bit like a fascist regime. Look, obviously you've got the security pretty draconian by the looks of it. Doesn't look like a very nice place to be at all. Let go of my girl, big man, or I'll kill you. Luke, no, you can't fight him. He's my husband. Ooh. Among us walks Black Goliath. So Luke Cage and Black Goliath are having a fight. And what's this about? Oh, is that... So if that's Luke Cage's girl, does that mean it's the ex-wife or maybe the separated wife of Black Goliath? That's an awkward situation. Unless she's having an affair with him, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Obviously, I've not actually read about most of these yet. I've been trying to get the whole run. I'm trying to get the whole run together so I can read them all. It may take me some time. It may take me a lot of time before I've completed this run. Still working on my Ghost Rider run that I've been working on for a couple of years. Back off, Buster, or Luke Cage is cutting loose. No, my friend, today you'll either join the Ringmaster's Circus of Crime or you will be buried by us. Crime and circuses. It's quite colourful there behind me, isn't it? The night is long and I am hungry, mortal. Hungry for your blood. Sweet sister, this dude is for real. The Night Shocker. But his fangs ain't going to penetrate Luke Cage's skin. He's got super tough skin, hasn't he? He can stop bullets. A couple of fangs ain't going to be able to pierce and, you're not going to be able to pierce his blood. Imagine if he was, though. Imagine if he was bitten by a vampire and turned into a vampire. You wouldn't be able to stake him. You wouldn't be able to kill him, would you? Because you wouldn't be able to get a stake for his heart because of his super tough skin. That would be awkward. Right, I've read a few comics today. Quite a few comics on my way home from Lisa's, actually. I've got a run, you might have seen in a recent haul, I've got a run of Phantom Stranger from the New 52. It kind of, in some ways, it's like, oh. In other ways, it's like, ooh. Like they've actually given him an origin. They've given the Phantom Stranger an origin. The whole point of the Phantom Stranger, he was a stranger. Nobody knew. But there may have been some pointers, maybe a few suggestions along the way I'm not aware of. But they've given him a bona fide full-on origin now. Whether that's still going with the rebirth, I don't have to tell you the origin or not. But I'll tell you. Spoilers. But the Phantom Stranger is originally Judas Iscariot, the man who, according to the Bible, portrayed Jesus to the Romans. And for that, he's made to walk the earth. It's kind of like Cain. Like after Cain wasn't he told to walk the earth forevermore after killing Abel? But the same thing is, according in the comic, is done to Phantom Stranger, and he has a necklace made up of the 30 pieces of silver that he was paid, and he has to perform deeds along the way. And every time he just performs a certain deed for the voice, which obviously is God, one of the 30 pieces of silver falls away. So I'm assuming he's paying off his debt by getting rid of the 30 pieces of silver from around his neck. But yeah, I really enjoyed it though. It was a really cool, interesting story. And also he's got a family. He's adopted a human identity, and he's got a wife and 2 children. And it's like, oh, it was a really different take on the Phantom Stranger, losing the elements that make him both Phantom and a stranger, if you ask me. But it was still a really good read. I still really enjoyed it. I powered through like five issues on the train on the way here, on the way home from Lisa's, and it was really cool. I really liked it. I'd like to think that maybe they'd go back to the maybe make it more mysterious again. Once they let the cat out of the bag, he's no longer the Phantom Stranger. He's Judas Iscariot, isn't he? But maybe they've retconned that already, but in Rebirth, I'm not too sure. But it's still a good read. It's still a cool, interesting take. And you've got Pandora. Apparently, he's part of something called the Trinity of Sin, and Pandora is one of the Trinity, and the other one is the Question. The Question has been turned from just a guy, a reporter, wasn't he, Vic Sage, who liked to get to the bottom of mysteries and conspiracies and so forth. He seems to be given some kind of cosmic or different origin, but I've not actually got to that yet. It just seems that it looks like the Question has actually kidnapped his children and his wife. But I'm waiting for I've got to read the next few episodes to find out the next few issues. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm enjoying the Phantom Stranger one from the New 52, but I need to pick up a few more of those. Hopefully somewhere down the line I'll be able to find them cheap. It's all over, hero. Today you're taking the long fall. I've had it. I may be bulletproof, but from this height, even a power man can die. His gravity seems to be his biggest enemy. Have I not seen 2 or 3 covers already where he's about to fall to his death? And is he falling off a roof in this one as well? Is he being blasted off a roof? I'd say he was. This time you've really bought it, Cage. The day you bug the cockroach is the day you die. A new kind of Luke Cage thriller as Times Square becomes an arena of death. The man who killed Manhattan. He looks like he's being blasted off a roof there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, this one, number 29, he's being thrown off a roof. Oh, he's being leaned off over a roof. You shouldn't make jokes about my looks, Cage. Nobody laughs at Mr. Fish. Here he is, the most frightful villain ever. I wonder if there's any relation to Mr. Albert Fish, the cannibal. Serial killer cannibal. Probably not. He looks like he's made out of fish. He is a fish man. Mr. Fish. I don't think many of Luke Cage's villains got much love after being in his story. This may be the only appearance of Mr. Fish, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. And that Steeplejack that was blasting him off a scaffolding in one of the earlier issues, he ended up being killed by the Scourge of the Underworld, didn't he? I'm pretty sure that Steeplejack died at the Scourge's hand. It might have been in the Bar with No Name. Anyway, Mr. Fish. Mr. Fish! And lastly, number 30. You're cornered, hero. Now give us what we came for, or die. You want this stuff, creeps? You'll have to take it off my corpse. You keep standing there, Cage, and that's just what we're gonna do. Introducing the malevolent menace of the man they call Piranha. There's some jive turkeys on this cover. I'm guessing he's probably going to call them jive turkeys inside, because the whole thing of Power Man, like the Hands of Shang-Chi, was like riding on the back of the popularity of the martial arts genre. Apparently, Power Man was like a direct factor with the blaxploitation movies of the 70s. They saw the blaxploitation movies and they thought, well, we'll have our own character to appeal to the black readership and anyone who likes those movies. I'm sure those movies were probably quite popular at the time. Action and, violence and so forth, and cool dudes kicking ass. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going there. I started a sentence and didn't even know what I was trying to say. Anyway, look at the amount of barrels this guy's got on his gun. He's got like a 6-barreled gun there by the looks of it, or maybe even a 7-barreled gun. I bet that packs a bit of a punch. Anyway, so that's a few of my Luke Cage Iron Man. Luke Cage Iron Man? Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Iron Fist hasn't even come in yet. He doesn't come in till later. Oh yeah, I've got some more Heroes for Hire. I've got some more Cage in this box as well. Yeah. That didn't work, did it? You see, this. I meant that to happen. That was all part of the fun of the video. An earth-shattering kaboom, and the poster fell down. Yeah, I shouldn't have leant forward, should I? Really? Anyway, this has been another typical disaster of a video. Cheers for watching. Hope you didn't all have palpitations when that earth-shattering kaboom went off there. I'm out of here. I shall find someone to do a nice jingle for, I think. Let's just give someone a jingle tingle. I'll look at who did comments yesterday and I'll give them a little jingle tingle at the end of this video. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, may all your news be good news and have a great amazing day.
Go sub up, Comic Deal, yeah, Comic Deal. Comic Deal, go and sub him now, the link is in the corner. Oh, Comic Deal, oh, Comic Deal, oh, Comic Deal, oh, Comic Deal. Go and sub them up right now.